All right, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another edition of the Performer Cigar Garage Talks. And ladies and gentlemen, we have two unique things going on here tonight. First off, the cigar. It's Frog Boy. It's got some cool bands of different rapper bands going on. This is, though, what's called a Diesel Sideshow. They're specialty cigars that are wrapped quite bizarre. We have different gauges in them. Kind of saw them. I was like, you know what? I want to smoke those. Those look interesting, unique, and I knew I had to pick them up. They get pretty weird as the week goes on, or as the episodes go on, should I say? They're going to get weirder and weirder. So get ready, because these side shows are going to be a ton of fun. I don't specifically remember the Frog Boy. Probably should have looked that one up. What that sideshow involved. But anyway, I digress. Tonight we have from Bell's, we have the special double cream stout. With the sideshows, I've decided we're going to try and do primarily Bell's beers. And we're going to try and, if we run out of Bell's that we really want to pair with cigars, we're going to go for some really high-end, high-quality stouts, as these sideshow cigars are really special. Again, they're one of those things, I don't think I'm going to smoke them every day, that's for darn sure. Look at that. Oh, I got a new cup too, from Cap 00. And it's, I survived the zombie apocalypse, and all I found was this empty glass jar. Making a reference to 7 Days to Die. Ooh, it is double cream there. Reference to 7 Days to Die, where you go looting and you find nothing but empty glass jars that are super helpful in the beginning of the game, but their helpfulness really starts to wane and wane as the game goes on. But I digress. What are we talking about tonight with our first side show, the Frog Boy? A good cigar so far. And you're getting a little bit of the flavor change when the band changes there, which is nice. I'm enjoying that. Let's talk about hunting. Regular rifle season will be starting shortly after this video posts. My children are able to partake in early hunting, the early firearm season. I'm happy to report that out of the 3 children that are eligible, 2 of them were able to tag 2 antlerless deer. Both my 2 oldest, both Vashman and Swedish Compass, can now put on their resume they're accomplished hunters, as they both one-shot killed their deer. Swedish Compass is having bragging rights because hers dropped on the spot, but Vashman has bragging rights because his deer was ginormous. Really, really big deer. Very impressive, actually. The size of that deer. We've got many, 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 many pounds of venison packed away in the freezer, ready for this winter season. I'm a huge fan of hunting. I love eating what we hunt. Like I said, we have that venison. It's going to be delicious. I make a lot of special meals with it. It'll be good times. But hunting has meant a lot of things to me throughout the years. One, it's a time when Dad can get out and be alone, be out in the woods. It's the only vacation I ever take where my family doesn't come with me. When it is just me, maybe a friend or two, but in recent years especially, not so much. It's the one time a year I get to be kind of greedy, kind of stingy. Instead of going on vacation with all my children and wife and whatnot, it's kind of just a time for me to get out, to be alone, to eat junk food, to drink beer, to smoke cigars. Although I do call my family every day, um, when I'm hunting, it's not a requirement. And again, that's one time a year during deer season. But deer season has meant a lot of other things to us. Um, when I left EMS and started working at the mine, there was a bit of a lag. We had to pay for the move. We had to put a new down payment on the house. One job stopped paying me before the other one started. So we were hit with some financial troubles. Anyone who's switched jobs knows how that goes. Um, it was our first time doing it. We weren't prepared, not one iota. We were not ready um, when that happened. But thankfully, I had shot a rather sizable deer. And we were able to supplement our food with the venison until things got back on track. Um, it really did save us. Kept us out of exorbitant debt, kept our stomachs full, and helped us pinch those pennies during those first few months. And that's what I believe hunting is. It's survival. It's also amazing what you learn about animals just by watching them and hunting them and stalking them. Steve Rennell was in a debate when he had an environmentalist, vegan, challenge him that he hated the animals he hunted. And he said he loved the idea of deer, but not so much that he would love the one so much that he wouldn't want to eat it. He told the guy, he said, I know deer. You think you know deer. You've read about them, you've researched them, maybe you've seen them a few times. He's like, but I've had to know them because I track them. I have to know their habits, how they avoid predators, how they stay safe, when they eat, when they mate, everything. He said, you may think you know them, but you don't. And it's a very profound statement. Hunters do, they know these animals. We know the benefits of conservation. The first conservationists were hunters. I can't remember the guy's name, it's a weird French name, who basically made turkey hunting a thing in the United States to the point that all 50 states now have turkey and turkey seasons. When for a while they were on the verge of extinction, but this gentleman advocated for making property to so turkey could thrive, so you could hunt them. Leotard? I can't remember the guy's name. So it is. Hunting is about conservation. The only population of longhorned scimitar antlered antelope, try saying that 10 times fast, is in Texas. It's a hunting ranch. They have 300 of them. They've went extinct in Africa, where they're natively from. The guy has sent some back to Africa, and they're hunted to extinction in a blink of an eye. But because people hunt them here in the U.S., we make conservation efforts. We make sure they're going to last and last and last. This is really neat. That first inch there, that really did change the flavor of those little bands. Very good cigar. So what do we do with this, huh? What does hunting mean to you? Is it the darkest, deepest evil you've ever known? Is it a source of high quality meat? Trust me, none of these deer are fed growth hormones or GMOs or any of those other evil, quote unquote, evil chemicals and substances. It's the most purest form of protein you can find in the world, is animals you personally harvest, that you track down, you hunt. Is it just recreation? and something where you can get out and be on your own. It's a moment for you, where you can be selfish for you. You don't have to think about others or put others first. What is hunting? What is hunting to you? To me, it'll always be a time and escape when I can get out. It's a time to connect back with nature and learn more about animals. But mostly it's a time to gather food and resources. We utilize almost the entirety of the deer. If we had a little more property, we'd probably actually even harvest the bones by using bugs or bacteria to strip them clean. Neighbors don't like that though. That won't work so well. So for me, more it's that solidarity, the getting out and being a little selfish, I guess, when I go hunting by myself. But when I actually do harvest, it is about harvesting good, high quality food for me and my family that has saved us from pain, suffering, and possibly even worse. The fact that we could gather our own meat from the wilderness. So I'll leave you with that question. What is hunting to you? What does it mean to you? Did you ever think about what else it could be? Anyway, folks, hope you're all doing well. Stay safe out there. We'll see you on the next one.